Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. No one could have imagined that a small smile at the airport could shake an entire fandom in a matter of minutes. As Jeon Jungkook stepped out of Gimpo Airport with his phone in hand, the camera captured a detail that instantly took the breath away of millions of armies. He smiled softly, as if he had just read a very special message. And in an instant, one question spread across social media. Was that message from Park Jimin? Because for BTS fans, this wasn't just an ordinary moment at the airport. It was a small signal that felt incredibly personal, an expression that seemed honest, warm, and full of emotion. The smile looked different, softer, deeper, and as if it held a secret only two people could understand. And from that moment on, one theory spread throughout the ARMY world. Was Jungkook texting Jimin? Right in the middle of the airport crowd. The airport was bustling as usual. The sound of suitcase wheels scraping against the floor, flight announcements echoed from the loudspeakers, and hundreds of cameras had been at the ready since early morning. Fans gathered in anticipation, holding their breath, waiting for the one figure who always managed to make their hearts flutter. And when the arrivals gate finally opened, all eyes immediately fell on the one name that never fails to capture Jeon Jungkook's attention. He walked in casually, dressed in simple, casual attire but still exuding the aura of a world star. His steps were calm, his shoulders slightly relaxed, and his face looked fresh despite his busy schedule. But there was one small detail that immediately transformed the atmosphere from a simple arrival into a moment of mystery. In his hand, a cell phone, and on his face, a smile. It wasn't the wide smile he'd gotten when greeting fans, nor was it a formal smile for the cameras. It was a small, gentle, and deeply personal smile, like someone reading a message that warmed their hearts. In a matter of seconds, cameras captured the moment. A short video began circulating on social media, and like a spark on fuel, speculation immediately spread throughout the ARMY world. Who was he texting? Or rather, who was texting him? The name that immediately came to mind for many fans was the one person Jungkook has always been closely connected to, Park Jimin. For ARMY, the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin is more than just a simple friendship. Over the years, the two have displayed a strong, caring, and often deeply emotional chemistry. From concert stages to live broadcasts, from rehearsals to international tours, their closeness always feels genuine and natural. That's why even the smallest detail, a smile at the airport, can become a global topic of discussion. The video from Gimpo Airport is only a few seconds long, but in the fandom, seconds can mean everything. In the footage, Jungkook is seen walking while staring at his phone screen. He then smiles a genuine smile, as if he's just read something enjoyable. Afterward, he lowers his head slightly, as if trying to hide his expression from the camera. The ARMY's reaction was immediate. Social media was filled with comments, theories, and speculation. Many fans were convinced the message came from Jimin. They recalled previous moments where Jungkook often appeared brighter after interacting with Jimin, either in person or through text messages. Some fans even noticed a very specific detail. They said Jungkook's smile at that moment was different, softer, warmer, and more personal than his usual smile. Some called it the Jimin smile, a term fans use to describe Jungkook's expression when he feels emotionally close to Jimin. The speculation grew stronger when some armies recalled that the two had separate schedules at the time. Jimin was in different locations, while Jungkook had just arrived at the airport. In such a situation, communication via text messages was highly likely. And if they were indeed texting each other, then Jungkook's smile at the airport could be a small demonstration of a connection that remains strong despite the distance. But what made this moment so special wasn't just the possibility that Jungkook was texting Jimin. What made it emotional was the way he smiled, as if the world around him disappeared for a moment. Amidst the bustling airport, amidst the spotlight and public attention, there was one small moment that felt incredibly personal. It was a moment that made many fans feel that beneath his global superstar status, Jungkook was still someone who missed those closest to him.
나 음악이랑 노래 부르고 싶다. 아씨, 빨리 나가고 싶다. 빨리 가서 막 춤추고 싶다. 뭐 이런 생각밖에 안 해.
As time went on, the video was replayed by millions of fans. Every frame was analyzed. Every movement was scrutinized. Even the position of Jungkook's lips and the direction of his gaze became the subject of discussion. Some noted that he appeared to be biting his lips slightly after smiling, a habit he often exhibits when he's shy or nervous. Other fans noticed that after smiling, Jungkook immediately locked his phone screen and put it in his pocket. The movement seemed quick, almost reflexive, as if he wanted to keep the moment to himself. And therein lies the true appeal, because in the spotlight-filled world of celebrity, the small, sincere moments are the most precious. For ARMY, the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin has always held a deep layer of emotion. They've not only shared the stage, but also shared a life journey. They grew up together from a young age, faced the pressures of the entertainment industry, and achieved global success as part of the legendary group BTS. Over the years, the two have shown support for each other in various situations. Jimin is often seen cheering Jungkook on before performances. Jungkook, on the other hand, often shows respect and admiration for Jimin, both through words and actions. That's why, when a small smile appeared at the airport, many fans immediately connected it to their relationship. Because for ARMY, love isn't always seen in big declarations or dramatic moments. Sometimes, love is seen in simple things like a text message on a phone, or a small smile that appears unconsciously. Hours after the video went viral, hashtags about Jungkook and Jimin began trending on various platforms. Fans from around the world shared their reactions. Some laughed, some were moved, and still others were deeply emotional. One of the most shared comments read, "If one message from Jimin can make Jungkook smile like that, then their relationship is truly special." Another comment said, "He looks so happy. It wasn't a smile for the camera. It was a smile for someone important to him." That moment at Gimpo Airport might have seemed small to an outsider. But to fans, it was a reminder that the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin is still strong, warm, and caring. And perhaps behind that phone screen, there was a simple conversation. Maybe just a text message like, "Have you arrived yet?" Or maybe, "Be careful on the road." Or even, "I miss you." We'll never know what that message meant. But one thing is for sure, Jungkook's smile at the airport felt real. And for millions of ARMYs around the world, it was enough to make their hearts flutter. Because sometimes, one small smile can tell a story bigger than 1,000 words. So, was that little smile from Jeon Jungkook at Gimpo Airport really due to a message from Park Jimin? Or was it just a simple coincidence that later turned into a major theory among ARMYs? What's clear is that this brief moment once again demonstrated how strong the bond between BTS members is. A bond that makes every small gesture feel meaningful to millions of fans around the world. From simple smiles to small gestures of attention caught on camera, they always manage to make ARMY's hearts flutter and smile together. If you also find this moment too sweet to ignore, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the latest stories about Jungkook, Jimin, and all the special moments that make us fall even more in love with them. Let us know in the comments. Who do you think Jungkook was chatting with at that moment? Was it really Jimin? Or is there another story behind that mysterious smile? See you in the next video, ARMY. Keep supporting BTS, keep spreading the love, and remember sometimes, one small smile can hold a huge feeling.